Donkey today for Monday, March 13th goes to Pamela Hudak. Hudak. Now, you probably don't know who Pamela is, but she's 55 years old and she's about to get married. Now, I'm all for people getting married, regardless of the age. Okay, if you want to lock it down at 55, do you, boo? It's never too late to create a new beginning or whatever they say to make people feel good about that kind of late blooming. Okay, but the thing is, it's not that she's getting married. It's about who she's getting married to. Now, we all have those family members who will warn us about the people we plan to marry before you even announce you marrying them. When you dating them, they will let you know that he or she is not the one. What makes a person unmarriable? Let's see, chronic infidelity, or maybe he or she has quite a few kids already, or maybe you talked to the person's previous mate and they told you how horrible a spouse the person was. Maybe they were abusive. Who knows? It's all kind of red flags that can be raised that will make you pump your brakes when it comes to who you want to spend the rest of your life with. Pamela Hudak is clearly one of those people who doesn't hold someone's past against them because she is about to be the third wife of Robert Blake. Now, kids, you may not know who Robert Blake is, but your great-grandparents do. Robert Blake is 83 years old, and your great-grandparents probably know him as Beretta. Now, let me tell you about Beretta. In 2001, Robert Blake's second wife was shot to death in his car. Now, they had just finished eating at a restaurant when she was shot to death in his car. Robert Blake claimed he left with his wife, but as they walked down the street, he realized he forgot his gun, that it fell out of his pocket in the booth where they were sitting. He says he went back to get it, and when he got to the car, Bonnie was already dead. Now, Robert Blake got arrested for that murder, and prosecutors claim Blake hired a hitman for $10,000, and detectives found $10,000 in his dresser drawer. Now, it's another plot twist. The woman he's marrying now, Pamela Hudak, actually testified on Blake's behalf, saying he routinely kept large sums of cash in his house. She said during the trial, they actually dated for 2 months in 1991, and she later lived in Blake's guest house in 95 and 97. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Play the news report.
The actor reportedly filled out an application for a marriage license here yesterday at the Beverly Hills courthouse, and he was with the woman he plans to marry, who testified during his murder trial. The 83-year-old will reportedly marry 55-year-old Pamela Hudak. The two have reportedly known each other for decades and even dated briefly back in 1991, something Hudak revealed while testifying on Blake's behalf while he was on trial for the murder of his second wife, Bonnie Lee Bakley.
Pamela Hudak. I understand you're 55 years old and you may feel like time is running out. You want to get married before you die. But aren't you a little concerned that you could jump the broom with Robert Blake and that marriage becomes the reason you die? I'm not no player hater, okay? I like to see people win, but if Pamela Hudak was my friend, I would be hating on Robert Blake. See, there's a couple things that make you unmarriable. Being arrested for killing your wife is one of them, okay? Just like O.J. Simpson, you don't want to be his wife or his ex. When he gets out this year, allegedly, and he starts dating some pretty blonde, we're going to be looking at her like, yeah, it's only a matter of time before they find you bloody in pieces somewhere, okay? Pamela Hudak, you are old enough to know that smart people learn from their own mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Robert Blake's second wife is dead. Does anybody know what happened to his first wife? You might need to look into these things, Pamela. Third time's the charm, my ass, okay? See, I don't go to horror movies. The reason I don't is because I don't like paying people to scare me. But the ones I have seen make me cautious about certain things and make me stay away from certain things. Nightmare on Elm Street had me scared to sleep.
Love that.
Okay, but couldn't avoid sleep. All right, Jaws made me cautious of the water because I was scared of sharks. Okay, but I still love getting in the water. I'm just cautious. Get Out made me terrified of white people. If I can avoid any of these things, I try my hardest to, okay? But I can't, all right? I would think Pamela Hudak's spider senses would be going off right now because you are the third wife of a man who was accused of killing his second wife. And once again, do we know what happened to his first wife? Where is she? Is she alive, okay? All I'm saying, all Robert Blake's wives seem to have had an expiration date. And Pamela, I wish you the best. But I can't help but think, bitch, you next. Please give Pamela Hudak the biggest hee-haw, please.